So let us talk about the entrance of human beings into this world. The entrance of a human being into this world. Let us talk about that. First, you are conceived in your mother's womb. First, you are conceived in your mother's womb. And your birth on earth. You enter into the earth innocent. When you are birthed by your mother and you enter into this earth innocent, not knowing anything, and solely and wholly dependent on your caregiver. So you're innocent, you're born with it. So you are born with that innocence. So as time goes on, you are looking up to a caregiver. It could be your mother, your father, your uncle, your auntie, your grandmother, your grandfather. There could be more caregiver. But basically, it's your mother, the caregiver. So everything that you receive as a baby comes from the majority of it comes from your mother, if it's not all. So as time goes on, you start to learn the ways of your caregiver. I call it the programming to enter this world. Your programming begins. That's when the programming starts. It starts solely and wholly by your caregiver, your mother. Most of the time, it's your mother. And so, whatever you see your mother doing or saying, their actions, you're watching, you're being programmed. You're being programmed from the early childhood when you enter this world, when you have entered this world, you are being programmed to go the world's way, to act how the world acts, to see how those people that your caregivers see how the world is, to see how the world is. That's when you first enter into the world. This is what you are led to. You are led to programming. So whatever you see or whatever you hear is basically that's what you're going to do as a child. That is what you're going to do as a child. Whatever they feed you, that is what they think is good for you. That's what you're going to eat. So whatever they decide that is good for you, that is what you're going to get. Do you have a choice as a child? Most of the time, we don't. As a child, you don't have a choice most of the time. You are led by other people's ways, by other people's actions, by other people's words. That's how you are led as a child. Because you solely depend on your caregiver to keep you alive. So most of the time you have no choice but to agree with everything they say. Because at that age, your life, your life depends on them. They have to feed you, clothe you. Uh, when you're sick, take care of you. So basically, they have control over you solely. So whatever you do from that time on, or whatever you see them do, let me just say this: that is what you're gonna do because that is acceptable. That is what acceptable in the world. And sometimes that is what you're gonna become. But as a baby, we're not talking about evolving, becoming teenagers. I'm talking about as a baby, when you first come on from your mother's womb. Everything that your caregiver does for you, it's all programming. The, all the way down to the food that you eat, it's all the program. All the way down to the food that you eat, it's all the program. All the way to the food, to the clothes that you wear, it's all programming. All the ways that all the way down to the words that you hear, it's all program. That is the program that you're born in. We are born into programming. There's no if and buts about this. The programming must continue until the day you leave this earth, or until the day the Most High decide to remove you from that program. So it will continue. So when you grow as a child, when you grow up now, you also extend that programming to your own children. And this is what happens. It happens over and over, over and over, over and over. And it continues to happen today. But we don't ask questions. We say that is the way it is done. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I'll be back.